Asset management is a platform where department users can enter the details of assets available in an organization, and assets can further issues to different users of the organization. To access this application, users can open the web portal by opening the URL esarkar.gujarat.gov.in. In this portal, the user is required to fill in the credentials using the username and password, along with the CAPTCHA code. Then click on the Login button. Successful login will redirect the user to the dashboard of the eSarkar. The user needs to hover the pointer over the Other Module tab and click on the Asset Management option. User will redirect to the Asset Management page. After clicking on Asset Management link, user will redirect to the Asset Management home page. This is Asset Management home page. Here user can access different information. On the left side, user can see the home, asset register, stock in, assign asset, return asset, department inventory, my asset, generate sticker, scrap asset, stock out, scrap asset, dead stock, search and asset master. On the right side, the user can see the movable and immovable asset assigned to this user. Now first we move to the Asset Master tab. The user needs to click on the Asset Master button to see the Asset Master details. After clicking on Asset Master Form tab, user will get this screen. User can see the different type of assets already available in the system. User can click on the previous button to see the previous details and the next button to see the next entered details. User can click on the Add button to add the new asset to the system. After clicking on Add button, this screen will appear. User can enter all details by clicking the drop-down button available in the form. User can enter the asset category, asset group, asset subgroup, asset type, depreciation value, and remarks. User can click on the Add button to enter the asset details in the system, or user can click on the Close button to close the current session. User will click on the Add button to enter the new asset in the system. After clicking on the Add button, Asset Added confirmation message will pop up. Details successfully added. Asset Master. After adding new asset in the Asset Master, user can see the new entry of the asset in the Asset Master. Now move on to the next option, Asset Register, Stock in, available left side of the screen. After clicking on the Asset Register tab, user will get this screen. Here user needs to enter all details, and after entering all details, user needs to click on the Submit Asset button available bottom of the screen. Here user can select one option by clicking the respective radio buttons to add a new asset or add multiple assets. In Basics Details of Asset, user needs to enter the asset category, asset group, asset subgroup, asset type, owner department, HOD, serial registration number, depreciation value, and asset location. In Asset Details, user needs to enter the asset asset name, vendor name, manufactured by, manufactured built date, and warranty expiry date. In Other Information, user needs to enter tender work purchase order number, work purchase date, work purchase price, estimated price, support email, support phone number, support address, and remarks. User can also add additional fields to enter the additional details if available by clicking on the Yes or No radio buttons. User can also upload the document by clicking on Choose File button to upload the document. The user can add multiple documents by clicking the Add button. User needs to enter all the data. Asterisk marked fields are mandatory. User can't leave these fields blank, otherwise user will not able to submit the details in the system. After entering all details, user needs to click on the Submit Assets button. After clicking on Submit Assets button, the user will get the pop-up message Asset Registered Successfully. Now move on to the next option, Assign Asset, available on the left side of the screen. After clicking on the Assign Asset, user will redirect to this screen. Here user can see the available stock of different assets in the system. User can assign an asset to different users depending upon the availability of assets in asset stock. User can click on the next button to see the next page or can click on the previous button to see the previous page. Now user will assign one asset to a random user. The user needs to click on the available asset number, where 0 indicates that no asset is available in the stock. After clicking on the available asset number, user will get this screen. User can select a particular asset by clicking on the radio button. User can click on the search button to search the different types of assets. After clicking on the search button, search asset screen will appear. User can enter the required details in all boxes and click on the search button to get the desired search result or click on the close button to close the session. Now the user will click on the assign asset button to assign the asset to another user. After clicking on assign asset, user will get the above screen. User needs to enter all details. The user also needs to mention another username to who asset is getting assigned. After entering all details, user clicks on the assign button, or the user can click on the cancel button to cancel the current session. After clicking on the assign button, successful message will pop up. We can also check the asset count check in assign asset tab. Here user can see the current status of asset. Now it is 0, earlier it was 1. Now the asset is assigned to another user, so it becomes 0 in the available asset. Now move on to the next option, return asset, available left side of the screen. The user needs to log in into a different user account where the asset is assigned and further the assigned asset is returned. Now user will get log into another user account where asset is assigned. After logging into another user account, user has two options to see the received asset. User can go to the inbox or user can click on the asset management link in other module tab to open the desired page. After clicking on inbox, user will get the inbox page. Here user can see the received asset information in the inbox of the user. The user will click on the reference note to see the details of the assigned asset. After clicking on the reference number, user will get redirected to this screen. User can see the asset name, asset category, asset group, asset subgroup, asset type, asset assigned date, and warranty date. User can also return the asset by clicking on the return button available on the screen. Now the user will click on the return button to return the assigned asset. After clicking on the return button, user will get this screen. User needs to enter the return asset details one by one. Department, section, current owner and serial registration number will be filled default. User needs to enter the return date by clicking on the calendar. User needs to select the condition of the asset by clicking the drop-down button and then selecting the option from the list. Now enter the suitable remarks in the remarks box. After entering all the details, click on the return button to return the asset, or the user can click on the close button to close the session. After clicking on the return button, user will get the successful message. Now move on to next option, department inventory, available left side of the screen. After clicking on the department inventory button, user will get this screen. Here user can see the inventory of all assets issued to different users in the department. User can also click on the search button to search inventory. If the user wants to search the inventory details, then user will click on the search button. After clicking on the search button, user will get the search screen. User will enter all the details in all boxes as required. After entering all the details, the user can click on the search button to get the desired result. Now user moves on to the next option, My Asset, available left side of the screen. After clicking on the My Asset, user will get this screen. Here user can see the assigned asset to the current user. User can see the asset number, asset category, asset group, asset subgroup, asset type, asset assigned date, and warranty date. User can also return the asset by clicking on the return button available on the screen. Now the user will click on the Return button to return the assigned asset. After clicking on the Return button, user will get this screen. User needs to enter the return asset details one by one. Department, section, current owner and serial registration number will be filled in default. User needs to enter the return date by clicking on the calendar. User needs to select the condition of the asset by clicking the drop-down button and then selecting the option from the list. Now enter the suitable remarks in the remarks box. After entering all the details, click on the Return button to return the asset, or the user can click on the Close button to close the session. After clicking on the Return button, user will get the successful message. Now move on to the next option, Generate Sticker, available left side of the screen. After clicking on Generate Sticker tab, the user will get this screen. User needs to enter the details in the available box on the above screen. Users can click on the drop-down button to select the option from the available list. After entering desired details, user will click on the Search button to get the result. After clicking on the Search button, user will get a search result. Now user needs to select the asset from Radio button. Now user needs to click on the Generate Barcode button to generate the barcode for the asset. After clicking on the Generate Barcode button, user will get the barcode screen appear. User can also scan the barcode by barcode device, where barcode device can read the different types of asset information in the barcode details. User can also take the printout of the barcode details by clicking on the Print button available on the screen, or user click the Close button to close the current session. Now move on to the next tab, Scrap Assets, Stock Out. User needs to click on the Scrap Asset, Stock Out option, available left side of the screen. After clicking on the Scrap Assets tab, the user will get this screen. User can see all assets in the system. User can click Next or Previous button to see more assets in the system. Above in the screen, user can see the Advanced Search button. User can search the different assets by clicking on the Advanced Search option. Now user will click on the Scrap Asset button. User needs to select the asset from the list by clicking on the Radio button available in the front of the asset. After that, user needs to click on the Scrap Asset button to scrap the selected asset. After clicking on the Scrap Asset button, this pop-up will appear. User needs to enter all details in the box available. User needs to enter the remarks for scrap. Users can also attach the document for scraping the product. After entering all the details, user can click Cancel to cancel the current session, or the user can click Scrap Assets to scrap the selected asset. Now user will click on the Scrap Asset button. After clicking on the Scrap Asset button, user will get the Asset Scraped Successfully message. Now user needs to click on the Scrap Batchwise Asset button. With this option, user can scrap the asset batchwise. User can scrap multiple assets with this option. Now user will move on to next option, Fixed Asset, Dead Stock, available left side of the screen. After clicking on Fixed Asset, Dead Stock, user will get this screen. User can see the list of all assets. Here user can see the dead stock inventory. User can see the total asset purchase, available assets, assigned assets and unassigned assets in the system. User can click on the Next or Previous button to see the list of dead stock assets. Now move on to next option available in the list is Search tab. After clicking on the Search tab, user will get this screen. Here user can enter the search criteria to search the details of any assets available in the system. User needs to enter the information in the available boxes by clicking on the drop-down buttons. After entering all the details, user needs to click on the Search button. After clicking on the Search button, user get the desired result. Users can also see the details by clicking on the asset number. After clicking on the asset number, user can see all details of the asset.